Hey, how we going, guys? Mick here from Knob Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. So the beer I'm going to do is the Badge Shepherd's Double Choc Hazelnut Brown. 7.2%, 32 IBUs, 2.5 standard drinks in a 440ml can. The statement goes, leading you into temptation, it returns. Our most requested and highest rated brew, a special double chocolate variation of our hazelnut brown. It is rich in flavour with the addition of real cocoa, resulting in notable creaminess and dialed up strength, brewed with hazelnuts and cocoa. These guys hail out of Cheltenham, Victoria. Talking about real cocoa, a lot of brewers are using cocoa nibs to get that real cocoa sort of flavour. And cocoa nibs made with a tincture or cocoa powder made with a tincture as well. So it could be a tincture of vodka or some other sort of spirit to help those flavours sort of extract from those particular sorts of ingredients. That process, that element, I guess you could call it, of the process and the extraction of a particular product. Cocoa nibs, basically of a sort of a rawer form, sort of roasted, I guess, works quite well. I've roasted it with my coconut to do my rough nut double chocolate imperial stout. So with cocoa powder, my understanding is, and a bit of research and sort of looking into the particular use of cocoa powder, is that a tincture really needs to be made with cocoa powder because it is, I guess, one of those ingredients that can really clog up your systems. It can be a little bit bitter, can be a little bit overwhelming for certain types of yeast as well. And to make a tincture sounds, I guess, sort of contradictive because you're adding a higher alcohol base to your brew, which sort of, as I said, contradicts the fact that the yeast can only handle particular yeast can only handle a particular sort of alcohol tolerance, and basically on the other side of it is the amount of sugar that they can chew through. So tinctures work quite well in the use base of a vodka, and the cocoa powder actually takes around about 3 months from what I'm reading. So it'd be interesting to know whether these guys have used a real cocoa, being is it emulsify or sort of emulsion of cocoa, being like a chocolate block or something like that, which does work quite well within your boil. So I think people who are using cocoa powder are probably adding it in all the wrong ways. That we've seen, particularly with people that we within our sort of brewing circle have used cocoa powder and found that it is not the best process to be adding to your beers. I'd rather go down the road of either having a go at making the tincture with the cocoa powder itself. Therefore, it breaks down. It also helps bring out a lot of those dominating and wanted sort of flavours and additives to your beer. Cocoa nibs are for me, and a little, and sometimes I use chocolate as well. Found that cocoa nibs are definitely the way to go. We'll crack this open. Rambled on enough about the cocoa. Been looking forward to this one, being the double. I've had the single, and I'm really looking forward to the double. So just done a quick day trip. Kids up to Foster. Had a lovely meal at the Tuncurry Beach Bowling Club, and then we went down to the main street and had enjoyed a rocky road waffle ice cream cup. We all had sort of the same thing but different flavours. So I had a Jaffa, daughter had the Choc peppermint, Choc chip, and the little fella had cookies and cream. Went and sat down on the a little jetty and ate those, which was quite nice. Sort of a quick turnaround sort of trip. These are around about a 2-hour drive. I'm getting a few messages now. It must be the brew chat. It is around about a 2-hour drive each way, thereabouts, depending what way. So we went up over Bulladila Mountains to get there, and then just come back down the freeway, down the highway to get back. Around about the same amount of time, to be honest. That's got some really nice aromas going on there. Nice, basically 2-finger head, very dark. Once again, enjoying this out of my La Fin du Monde glass. My 50-cent score from the op shop. Yeah, big cacao, 7.2%. Not pushing out a lot of alcohol on the aroma there. Head's lasting. Drop back to maybe a one and a bit head there. Lacing's pretty good. Cheers. It's also very, very roasty. Getting a bit of hazelnut coming through, but real cacao. Excuse me, it's more like a coffee roast that's coming through. Almost tastes like a cold brew coffee. Yes, a little bit of hazelnut. Most interrupted most interrupted YouTube video yet. No, that's really nice. Really big step up from the single of these guys, the Bad Shepherd single hazelnut brown porter, or brown ale. Yeah, I'm pushing it more into the sort of the more of a dark porter, roasty porter, and a stout. It's a very heavy brown, if you're going to call it a brown. So bloody delicious. Quite enjoyable, well deserved after a 4-hour round trip, just to have a meal and an ice cream. Would have loved to have stopped at Coastal Brewing Company while I was up there in Foster, but it was all about the kids' decision where the kids wanted to go, and that sort of little fella wanted steak, and we ended up with ribs. Daughter just wanted chips, and thought, well, bugger it, Bowler Club's probably the best place to go. Beautiful. Cheers.